Fair for CeeDee Lamb to get this kind of money. I mean, because of Tank's power, his evasive movement. What's up? It's your boy Trillionaire Chuck, and yes, this is episode 49. Man, we got a lot to talk about. We got the Cowboys, we got the Bears, and you know, we say the best for last, relationship talk. But why wait? Y'all, let's just go ahead and let's get going. Let's get going. So, source from ESPN, Dallas Cowboys have faced the San Francisco 49ers. Score was 24-30. So this is a fully strengthened Dallas Cowboys team going up against a depleted San Francisco 49ers team. Well, what happened? Let's take a look. So we got my man's Dak Prescott. He was 25 for 38 with a completion percentage of 65.8. Total passing yards, 243. Yards per attempt, 6.4. He had thrown 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. QBR rating for this game was a 39.3. Now, currently, right now, remember at the start of the season, Dak was number 1 leading all quarterbacks in total yards passing. He went from number 1 to 9th in the NFL with total yards passing with 1,845 total passing yards. And he's currently 8th in interceptions thrown in the NFL for this season. We'll talk more about that later. Now, Ezekiel Elliott, he had 10 carries, total rushing yards of 34, average yards per rush 3.4. He had 1 touchdown, 1 reception, total receiving yards of 4. Now, here we go. We got another big name, CeeDee Lamb, right? 13 receptions, total targets 17. Okay, total receiving yards 146 yards. Average yard per reception was 11.2 this game. 2 touchdowns, 9 first downs. He is now listen to this, y'all. Listen to this. Amongst all the wide receivers in the NFL, he ranks 7th in receiving. He ranks 3rd in total receiving yards. And he's currently 12th in touchdowns in the NFL. And that's CeeDee Lamb. That's who Jerry maxed out, right? So as of now, he's top 10 in receiving yards in the NFL, and he's top 5 in total receiving yards in the NFL. And then he's top 15 in total touchdowns. So he's starting to pick it up, but we'll see as the season progresses. Now, we have Jalen Tolbert, who had 3 receptions, total targets 3, total receiving yards 44, average yards per reception 14.7. He had 1 first down. Then you got Jake Ferguson, 6 receptions, total targets 8, total yards of reception 23, average yards per reception 3.8, 1 first down, and then 1 fumble. Before we talk about the Niners, let's talk about these Cowboys. Hey, y'all. These dudes they stink. Cowboys stink. Okay? I'm just going to say it. We're going to say it. They stink. This here was a win. This was a winnable game for them because, Deebo Samuels was questionable. You don't have Brandon Ayuk. You don't have Christian McCaffrey. I mean, this was they were supposed to handle business. And, defense can't stop nobody. Dak threw 2 interceptions. Literally just threw the ball, hit one of the dang on linebackers damn near, on the 49ers damn near in the hands. All he had to do was just be ready to catch it. That's it. See, I don't know what it is, but I tell people all the time, right? Because Dak is in Dallas, he looks like a C+ quarterback at best. At best. Dak needs to leave Dallas, okay? That Super Bowl that they keep talking about every year, It ain't happening, all right? It ain't happening, okay? You know what you do with the Dallas Cowboys? You put them in the trash can. They're done. They're cooked, okay? It's over with. It's over. Y'all can't beat nobody. Them boys can't them boys can't even stop a parked car. Like, they stink, okay? Everybody knows they stink. Jerry knows they stink. He's tired of watching them. I'm telling you, Jerry's so pissed, he's probably not even gonna show up to no more games, right? I would not be surprised if Dak Prescott is gone by next week, okay? I wouldn't be surprised. But I think Jerry's gonna keep Dak. CeeDee Lamb, you played good this game, but how consistent are you? How consistent are you? This 49, I'm going to read off the names from the 49ers. You might know some of these people, but these weren't their heavy hitters. They didn't even have their full team, and they managed to beat the Cowboys. Like I said before, if you want your max contract, you play the Cowboys. Because every team is putting feet to booty cheeks when they face the Cowboys. So let's go over the 49ers. Brock Purdy. He was 18 for 26. He was 69.2% completion. Total passing yards, 260. Yards per attempt, 10. He threw one touchdown. His QBR rating was 75.5. Currently now, Brock Purdy is fourth in the NFL in total passing yards with 2,101. He's currently ninth in the NFL in QBR, equaling 62.5. I mean, he threw more than Dak, had more yards per attempt than Dak. Dak threw more touchdowns and more interceptions, but Brock Purdy had a better QBR than Dak Prescott. This here, Mr. Irrelevant, keeps on outshining Dak Prescott. Keeps on. Yards per attempt, higher completion percentage rate, higher QBR. Currently beating him in total passing yards in the NFL. Dak, when you gonna just, I don't know, man. Don't you get tired of people talking about you, Dak? In a bad way? At some point, when does that switch kick in and be like, yo, man, I need to get it together. I need to get up out of here. Ain't nothing here for me. But let's keep on reading off stats. Deebo Samuels had 4 receptions, total targets 7, total yards 71 receiving, average yards per reception 17.8. He had 2 first downs. He had 4 carries, total yards per rush 15. Hobbled Deebo Samuels. After that game, they're saying he's now questionable for the next game. Yeah, George Kittle, who had 6 receptions, 7 total targets, total receiving yards 128, average yards per reception 21.3. He had 1 touchdown, 5 first downs. George Kittle currently is second in the NFL as a tight end with 6 touchdowns total for the season so far. Gee Louise. Gee Louise. What's funny is he's second in the NFL in 6 touchdowns as a tight end, and CeeDee Lamb is 12th in touchdowns in the NFL. A tight end is outperforming, has more touchdowns than the wide receiver. That's our body. That's... All right, let's keep going. And Ricky Parcell, he had 4 receptions, total 4 targets, total yards per reception 38. He had 1 first down, average yards per reception 9.5, 1 carry, total yards rushing 39. Then you had Patrick Taylor Jr. He had 2 carries, total yards carrying 9, average yards per rush 4.5. Oh man. So is it, so here's the question. Is it time to call it quits for for the Cowboys, or do they still have hope of at least making a wild card for the playoffs? Fuck no, it's over. It is over. Listen, let me tell y'all something, okay? If you watch these past couple of games, the defense can't stop nobody. They cannot stop nobody. You got Dak Prescott, who still managed to throw up in the 200s to try to help this team win. Like, I mean, when you look at like the last game, right? The last game against the Lions, you got the beats broke off you, right? You got stomped. Dak, like, god damn. Dude, when do you then the other game? Let me see, do I got the other game? Yes, I have the other game. Like, Steelers. That was the only game y'all came out, and y'all damn near almost lost that game, right? That's what you threw for a total of 352 yards. Man, and Dak, I mean, dog, I don't know, bro. Like, it's funny, but it's not funny anymore to keep getting your ass whooped. They keep putting you on TV to get your ass whooped. Because all we do is laugh at it. It's over for y'all season. It's over, right? I don't know what else Jerry could do. Rebuild. Like I said last episode, this is rebuild mode now. It's over. Whatever little chance you thought you had of going to the playoffs, it's over now. What's that one song? It's over now. It's over, boys. Pack it up. Pack it up. Because it is a wrap. Y'all ain't going nowhere. Y'all ain't even trying to go nowhere. Like, I don't understand. Maybe, I don't know. Someone needs to talk to him or something. Something got to happen. I mean, get rid of that. Get rid of CeeDee. Start fresh. Because keeping them ain't doing you no justice. You ain't winning no games. Y'all can't beat, formidable teams. Y'all struggle. Y'all look terrible out there. Like I said, key moments of the game, Dak Prescott finds a way to mess it up. It's like Dak has to be ahead in order to win. Dak cannot. If Dak has to come back to win, it's over. It's not going to happen, right? So they're not going to make the wild card. They may not make the playoffs. It's a wrap. Okay, it's over with. Jerry knows it. The Cowboy fan base, they need to know it. I know it. And everybody else needs to know it. It's over for them. But we're going to take a quick commercial break. Stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. Okay, we're back. So, let's talk about these Detroit Lions and Tennessee Titans. My goodness. My goodness. So, we have the Detroit Lions 52. Tennessee Titans 14. Nothing much to talk about here. We talking feet to butt cheeks. Feet to booty cheeks. Jared Goff, 12-15. Completion percentage, 80%. Total yards passed at 85. Average yards per attempt, 5.7. He threw for 3 touchdowns. David Montgomery, 9 carries. Total rushing yards, 33. Yards per rush, 3.7. He had 1 touchdown, 1 reception. Total yards receiving, 5. Yards per reception, 5. He's currently 3rd in touchdowns for the NFL as a running back. David Montgomery. He used to play for a team I know. Oh, yeah, the Chicago Bears. Now, we have Sam Laporta. 6 receptions. Total targets, 6. Total yards per Total yards receiving, 48. Yards per reception, 8. He had 1 touchdown, and he had 4 first downs. Then you had Amon-Ra St. Brown. 2 receptions, total targets 2. Total yards receiving, 7. Average yards per reception, 3.5. Had 1 touchdown, 1 first down. I mean, guys, like, this game was over with at halftime. Like, they didn't, look, there was no point in even, like, continuing. Why? Because it was over with. Golf was sitting in the third quarter. Montgomery sitting in the third quarter. They had the third string team in there. Second string played second, third string played fourth. And yet the Titans could only put up 2 touchdowns. 2 touchdowns. But let's see what they did. So Mason Rudolph, he was 22 for 38, completion percentage 57.9, total yards passing 266, yards per attempt 7. He had 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, QBR rating of 66.4. Let me see something real quick. What was Dak's QBR? 65.8. No. QBR 39.3. 66.4. So, Mason Rudolph had a higher QBR than Dak Prescott. God dang. Tony Pollard, 20 carries. Total yards rushing, 94. Average yards per rush, 4.7. He had 3 receptions. Total yards receiving, 23. Average yards per reception, 7.7. Currently 11th in the NFL for carries with 114 yards. He used to play for a team. I don't remember. Dallas Cowboys. Calvin Ridley, 10 receptions, total targets 15. Total yards reception, 143. Average yards per reception, 14.3. Then you had Tyler Boyd. He had 3 receptions, 6 total targets. Total yards reception, 14. Average yards per reception, 4.7. I mean, man. So, question. Are the Detroit Lions looking like the team to beat to get to the Super Bowl? Actually, everything goes through the Chiefs, right? Everything goes through Kansas City. But the Lions are looking like that team. The Detroit Lions are looking like that team. In fact, let's make a list of teams that are poised to be in the hunt for the Super Bowl. Let's list them. Now, here's what we got. We're going to say number 5. We'll say Kansas City. Kansas City Chiefs. Why? Why the Kansas City Chiefs? Simply, it's because you can't underestimate Patrick Mahomes. Even though his season, he's not having a good season stat-wise, he still has Andy Reid. Andy Reid is knowing how to coach and manage time, right? He knows how to coach and manage time. That's why I say Kansas City Chiefs. You got to worry about them, even though they're the reigning champs. But you got to look out for them. Can't underestimate these boys. Okay. So I'm gonna say Kansas City, number 5. Number 4. I am going to say number 4. The number 4 team to look out for. We'll say this right here. Everybody get healthy. San Francisco. The 49ers. Why? Because when everybody gets healthy, gets strong, that's a team. That's going to be a team to look out for. You know, Debo, you know what he could do. You know, Christian McCaffrey ain't no scrub. You know they got a good, legit defense, okay? Brock Purdy is showing improvement. Brock Purdy's looking like he carry a team. He's in a good system. It's a good system. It's a good team. The offense is legit. The defense is legit. That's the team that's primed to win the Super Bowl. Okay. Now, we got third here. Now, we're going to say a team that's primed. Because we can't say, we're going to say this team here. We're going to put it up there. Baltimore Ravens. Simple. Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, Zay Flowers, Isaiah Likely, and then they got one more person. Can't think of his name right now. It's going to come to me. But the Ravens, defense is on point. The offense, if the offensive coordinator don't fuck it up and keep using Derrick Henry like he should use Derrick Henry, let the fullback be the blocker. Let Derrick Henry run. You know, let Lamar Jackson use his legs. Okay? Baltimore Ravens are looking like a prime team to win the Super Bowl. Now, here's another team that's primed. I hate them. Don't like them. Can't stand them. Green Bay Packers. Simple. That receiving core is legit. Jordan Love ain't no scrub. The defense is okay. Now, here's the thing. They showed promise even when Jordan Love was injured. They were still smacking teams, right? They had a little trouble with the Jaguars, but they still ended up winning. Okay. The Packers is a team that is primed, poised, and ready to win a Super Bowl, right? And then, of course, we got the number one team, the Detroit Lions. Why? They are stomping teams. They are stomping teams. They are letting it be known. Hey, we are here. You guys need to fear us. You guys need to fear us. Hey, Jared Goff, hell of a game. David Montgomery, hell of a game. The receivers, come on, what can we say? And the defense, they follow their coach. They march with their coach. They listen to what the coach wants, what he needs, everything. That team is behind its coach all the way. Okay? Now, he has to execute strategically now. If he can be strategic in the playoffs, the Lions may mess around and win the Super Bowl. These are my 5 teams that are poised to win the Super Bowl. We got the Detroit Lions, Green Bay Packers, Baltimore Ravens, San Francisco 49ers, Kansas City Chiefs. That's my 5, okay? Leave your comments if you think otherwise. But let's move on, people. Let's move on. Now, some might say the Vikings. I'm not believing in Sam Darnold. I believe that's the QB. I'm not believing in that guy. I don't think the Vikings could go far as to win the Super Bowl. I don't think they're there yet. Okay. So one could argue, you know, the Vikings. One could say the Texans, but they've been showing signs of like they don't really want it. Okay. Please don't say the Dolphins, okay? Because Tua can't play in cold weather. Tua is suffering still head injuries, even though he's playing. You got to question his health and his durability. Buffalo, I don't know. I don't see them. I don't see them. The Steelers are looking good. They look like they can make the playoffs, but to win a Super Bowl, it's going to be tough this year. This year's going to be tough. But let's move along. So, source from yahoo.com. Here we go. We got Some more P. Diddy news. No Diddy. People still have not came to the defense of P. Diddy. Not Jennifer Lopez, not Cameron Diaz, not Jay-Z. Nobody has came to the defense of Puffy. Now remember, he got arrested for sex trafficking by force and racketeering, right? 120 lawsuits. No one will risk their reputation defending Diddy. Now Diddy got these tapes, and they said he could put half of Hollywood behind bars if he leaked them tapes, right? If I'm Diddy, I'll leak them. Y'all ain't gonna, if I go, all of y'all go. I'm actually waiting for him to leak them tapes because I want to see who's all at them parties. Everything is just speculation. But that's why people are not defending him. Only person that defended him was Marlon, because Marlon was like, he ain't know when the parties was happening on Club Shay Shay. He said it. He said, I've never been to a Diddy party. When did these parties happen? I left at 3. When did they happen? At 3:02? See? That's the only man that actually was like, nah, Diddy ain't do it. Everybody else is pretty silent. We talking power people, major move people that could come and help him out this jam, but they're not willing to risk their reputation. So they're being about it. But now, let's move on to the final segment of the show, relationship talk. We're back. So, normally I would have a clip. This time, like I said, I want to focus on building strong, good relationships, okay? That's the whole purpose of relationship talk, okay? I'm not doing the dude with the waves anymore. He's not, no. So, let's get into it, guys. All right. Here's the first question. How has social media changed our expectations in relationships? So, according to mindbodycounselingreno.com, social media enables instant communication and shared online experiences. People might develop expectations based on idealized, filtered representations of couples, resulting in pressure to meet standards. Social media has given like this whole glimpse of like what a couple, what a relationship should be, like how couples should be. I feel as though that when it comes to social media, it took away for the person to actually see reality for what it really, really is. Like, not everybody's going to be fortunate to have someone that not only understands them, but also like take care of the things that need to be taken care of in the household without the spouse doing anything, right? But here's the problem with that though. So it's too many people giving advice and they're not giving the right advice, right? Just because someone may be rich, have all this money, it's still a partnership at the end. I think what social media has done is paint this perspective like of what a good partner is, what it should be. Like the balloon pop crap. I hate the balloon pop crap thing, right? Why do I hate it? Simply because you got people on there that just follow each other. I'm serious. One lady said with 3 kids, said she didn't like a dude because of his pants. His pants was too tight. Stupid reason. One girl said she didn't like a man because of his body type. And the dude wasn't like no fat dude. He was built like 50 Cent when he first came into the industry. And she was like, they were like, he's like, what's your body type then for a man? She was like, I don't know, I wasn't prepared for that question. Stupid little shit, little kid stuff. So it's like, it painted this picture, right? Like, oh, the man just takes care of everything and the woman just is supposed to not do nothing. That's not how it works, all right? That's the negative aspect of what social media has done, right? It's created this delusional world fantasy for these ladies that go in being like, yeah, the man pays everything, I do nothing. It's like, no, you have to put in work. Again, work. Now, it's giving the misperception of, when I mean like, it's giving this misconception like, oh, the woman wears the doctors. Like, you'll see a clip on there where it's like the dude gives his whole check to Trina and Trina manages the money. That might work for them. That don't work for everybody, right? Some dudes may be like, no, I'm managing the money, I'm handling the bills. What works for one relationship does not work for all relationships. And that's another thing that social media has done, right? But it's how much you consume of it. You could think freely. That's the biggest gift ever. So do what works for your relationship, not what anybody else does. Who cares what they do and who cares what they say? Stop letting social media dictate how you live your life. Okay? How you handle things in your household. Only you can control how your relationship goes and what goes on in your household. Okay. Now, let's go to the next question. What qualities should we really be looking for in a partner? All right. So, we got sources from thoughtcatalog.com. One says communication. Gotta feel comfortable discussing issues. They also said trust and honesty. Mutual trust enables emotional intimacy and helps partners feel good, or helps them feel things. Then we got source from marriage.com. They said sense of humor and positivity. Positivity and humor can keep the relationship lively. Now, I have to agree. Now, I agree with this part, sense of humor and the positivity aspect, but don't confuse it with someone being honest, like blunt honest. If they're telling you something may not work, they got a bad feeling about it, it's not them being negative. It's them just letting you know, hey, look, be careful of this. This is what I think about it. And then sense of humor, like you got to learn to laugh a bit. You know, you can't be serious all the time, because if you're serious all the time, then it's like you force your partner to walk on eggshells because she doesn't know how to communicate, talk to you. Communication is always the biggest thing. And when you look for it in a partner, when we mean communication, you guys communicate well. You know how to talk to each other respectfully at that. You know the things to say to motivate a person, to make a person that'll go up and get it even when they're feeling down, or encouraging words when a person is feeling down. It's not a thing of coddling, it's a thing of just, uplifting or reassuring. Communication is very, very key. That could either keep the relationship going or can destroy the relationship. One thing you never want to do is have your partner be silent. You never want your partner to be silent, because the minute your partner, whether it's a female or a male, the minute they're silent, they pretty much are checking out. Right? They're pretty much like, man, they ready to go. It's just gonna take one thing that's gonna just make them, leave. So you gotta watch how you communicate with your partner. All right. Trust and honesty, that comes with time, right? But you can't bring the past into the new relationship. You can't. You have to trust that this person is not the same as the last person, because I think that's the biggest thing, because people don't allow people to fully establish the trust or get to know them as an individual, right? It stems back to when I said in my other previous episodes, when I was like, well, how long do you feel someone should know someone before jumping in a relationship? And some said 3 months, some said 4. I think I said roughly around 3 to 4. That's when you should jump in the relationship, right? But you got to make sure that this is something you both want, right? This is a partnership at the end of the day, right? your partner has say so, right? Now, people they can be super sensitive. Can't be super sensitive what someone tells you or the message that's given to you, whether you like it or not. Take the message, with a clear thought, right? Think of how the message is being brought, okay? And then see how it applies to you, okay? Always be honest in the relationship. But see, even with being honest, people don't like honest. They want to hear things they want to hear, They don't want, some people can't take the truth. But that's what they say. They say communication, trust, honesty, sense of humor. Those are some qualities, just some of them, not all of them. It's a long list. But those are just some of the qualities that people should really be looking for in a partner. But that's my show for today. It's your boy Trillionaire Chuck saying this. Always remember to love yourself and each other.